As a hair blonde and people say she slayed it. Everybody's outraged, everybody's mad. Our solutions to the issues don't make no sense. If stairs are the problem, we build wheelchair ramps. We don't cancel feet or persecute the people with legs. The feminists who started the movement would be ashamed of so many things. They fought so you could vote, I show your butthole on OnlyFans. I'm not a bad person cause you don't like what I say. Call me homophobic just because I think straight. I love people even though we disagree. I wish we could get Wi-Fi signals from a tree. Then everyone would plant them and we'd probably save the planet for free. Too bad we only need him to breathe.
That's true.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Hey, yo! I guess you love to be wrong, or you don't have the guts of the balls. Hey, yo! Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum.
I love the earth, but I don't really wanna save it. Classifying people by their sex and race degrades them, but we still say straight white males are the worst of our population. Guess the labels are okay if they're Caucasian. Our kids are living in their rooms, I swear we barely ever see them. Go outside sometime, there's fresh air you could be breathing. Put your phones down, play sports, do something illegal. Go and meet your families, they're probably nice people. These days you're a Nazi if you don't hate the police. They say that white folks think all Asian people are Chinese. I'm sorry, what kind of white people you mean? English, Scottish, German, Swedish, or Greek? And Black Lives Matter was problematic. It excludes anyone without the pigment, it's automatic. I understand all the reasons it happened, but including all humans is the actual answer.
Oh no.
Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Ain't nobody dumber than y'all. Hey, yo! I guess you love to be wrong, or you don't have the guts of the balls. Hey, yo! Dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum dum. Call me, just as long as you don't call me rude. I bet they knew as soon as they saw me. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. Streets like cold Chicago, ain't nothing new, I've seen it all before. But still I fall like no tomorrow. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote. I said it's over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote. Yeah. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. It's stupid how I go and knowing everybody knowing that I'm sewing up the game, destroying like they hate me for it. Eventually, see they can't beat, then in with me they join. Others sworn under oath or banished, left completely scorned. You tell lies, get caught, nigga kick rocks. You never did blend in with the big shots on the fast track. Ain't no need for no pit stop, I just laugh at nigga wishing they were this hot. Guess they mad at me, huh? Really pissed off. Better that than pissed on. I'm the Jetsons, you the Flintstone. Catch me in the end zone, high step in prime time. Thought you niggas been known, ain't no blocking my shine. Like my new Air Yeezys, you can see me in the nighttime. I get rich off living life, you check the check for citing rhymes. So call me what you want, wanna hate, have a nice time. While I get stupid paper, hey my dough ain't in this right mind. Now I don't really care what you call me, just as long as you don't call me rude. I bet they knew as soon as they saw me. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. Streets like cold Chicago, ain't nothing new, I've seen it all before. But still I fall like no tomorrow. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote.
Staring straight into a barrel of hate. Terrible fate, not even a slim chance to make a narrow escape. Cupid shot his arrow and missed. Wait, Sarah, you're late. Your train left, mascara and egg smear on your face. Night's over, goodbye. Oh, I thought that I told you that spilled nut ain't nothing to cry over. Never should've came within range of my rover. Should've known I was trouble soon as I rolled up. Any chick who's coming up after I blindfold up. She still come back to the crib, must want me to mess with the mind. Hold up, she mistook me for some high roller when I won't buy soda. Let's just rock and ride cola. Buy you a bag of Fritos, I would've let you eat the fucking chip on my shoulder. If you was bleaching, I was hair, I wouldn't die for you. Trying to pull $5 from me is like trying to pull 5 molars. You get your eyes swollen, palm on my straight grizzly. So why would I buy you a gay ass teddy bear, bitch? You're already bipolar.
Now I don't really care what you call me, you can even call me cold. These bitches know as soon as they saw me, it's never me to get the privilege to know. I roll like a desperado, now I don't never know where I'm gonna go. Still I fall like there's no tomorrow, until it's over.
and it's all she wrote.
The credit roller, curtain closing, movie over with. But don't get mad at me, go blame the chick who wrote this shit. Your life will show a bitch, but she know I'm rich. That's why she give me what I want and I just throw a dick. Here I go again, I kick this shit, never then go to pouring in. Peso, euro, yen, I'm paid, never gonna be broke again. See me posted in anything, wearing any chain. Never gonna see me toting anything, all you gon' see is bang. It's so nice where I kick it, hate you never get to visit. Yeah, I'm on another level, but you niggas still can get it. It's so over for you finished, sorry bro, this where we end it. Won't give you the satisfaction of me giving you the business.
Yeah, I guess life is a bitch, ain't it, Tip? And this one thing say this shit. Shirt off my back, I wanna give you the dirt off my handkerchief. I'm giving these hoes a dose of their own medicine, let them get a good taste of it. I'm sure you got that relationship memo by now, but in case you didn't, I'm stick this so fat for the sticky nose to your forehead and staple it. Life is too short and I got no time to sit around just wasting it. So I pace this shit a little bit quicker, that clock I'm racing it, double time in it, but I still spit triple the amount of insults and a tenth of the time that it may take you pricks to catch on. While you strong on like stretch Armstrong, man, I still say Kmart's like there's an apostrophe S on it, dawg. And they say McDonald's isn't a restaurant, well I guess I'm wrong. But if you're gonna tell me that A&W ain't the spot for the best hot dogs, you can get the F on, dawg.
I am on my throne, I remain all alone in my lane. I'm as strong as they came, they were gone for they aim. No, I don't wanna hang, slap fire with them rap guys. They just wanna sabotage my hustle, shout it, that's why.
I don't really care what you call me. You can even call me cold.
I bet they knew as soon as they saw me. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote.
I roll like a Gasparado. Now don't ever know where I'm gonna go,
But still appalled like there's no tomorrow. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote. I said it's over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote. Yeah, good night is over with, that's all she wrote.
I've been broke for most of my life, I spent my money on liquor. Worked on the oil rigs for years and I developed addictions. I had roaches in my living room and mice in my kitchen. I crashed my car in the ditch, running from cops in the winter. Me and my dad had moved away from both my mom and my sister to build a life for the family we wouldn't have if we didn't. Hitting garage sales and furnishing the basement we lived in. So I ain't never trying to hear about white privilege. Me and my daddy shared a room and an air mattress before. It would deflate while we slept, we both wake up on the floor. I got bullied bad at school and they suspended me for telling kids my dad would shoot him, I couldn't take it no more. One of my very best friends got shot and killed by the pigs, and I will never forget him, I put his name in my skin. I got my ex-girl pregnant, guess you know what she did. Cause I'm 32, ain't got no kid. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. Yo, I had a lot of girlfriends, but they were never stable. I was always too wasted and I was everything but faithful. Couldn't keep a job for long enough to keep my plate full. Put a blanket on a cardboard box, that was my table. I remember when my dog died, the little things that stick with me. Dad working in Alaska, me and mama in between, trying to make the best of it. We went and bought a Christmas tree and wrapped it in extension cords to straighten out the way it leaned. Lonely and embarrassed, losing most of my friendships. I put my fist through the wall when I was trying to express it. I felt crazy, I felt ugly, I felt stupid, pathetic. But looking back, I know the truth, anxiety and depression. Me and my sister fought like cats and dogs and I don't know why. She got the chicken pox inside her brain and she almost died. At the hospital, the doctor gave her a shot in the spine. I heard her scream from down the hall, that's still the hardest I've cried. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. I was a wrestler before I was an artist. Was practically the best in Canada when I departed. It was my light in the darkness when life had gotten the hardest, man. Thank God for Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember swinging hammers, building houses, couldn't hack it, man. The best part of working in construction was the drugs that my bosses had. My homie overdosed and I mixed oxy with a Tramazet and woke up in the back of an ambulance. I love you, Glenn. Rappers where I lived were never nice, they non-believers. They never showed me love and I bought all of their t-shirts. These days I wouldn't wave if I saw them in the bleachers. Why you think I ain't doing no features? Fuck everyone. I screamed and yelled and fought against my parents, I was careless. Tom McDonald as a teenager? Fuck, I'm embarrassed. All the wrongs and the hurt, the mistakes that I still feel, they ain't nothing but some spilled milk.
We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills, I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills, I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry.
Arzând te arzi de el, de un alt fel de băiat care cu și prin tine a devenit bărbat și acum e liber în largul lui. Tu spargi oglinzi să n-ai reflexii în fața nimănui și nici nu vrei să ai, pentru că dacă ai vrea s-ar fi creat un râu și tu l-ai inversat. Pe un mal ești tu, pe altul lumea lui care există doar în mintea ta, uitat în mintea lui. Și mai am amintiri, el încearcă să aprindă în mine tot ce e ars deja și n-o să mai poată să ardă. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să îmbătrânim în doi. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să îmbătrânim în doi. Vină, e greu să împarți la doi, toți în tine, eu în șir pe voi. Noi, ambii strag, duri unul cu altul, cu străinii moi. Goi, în lumina zilei, fără secrete, ne cunoaștem prea bine să știi. Nu-ți fie frică, ține-te de mine, îți promit să nu te las, fie rău sau bine. Și mai am amintiri, el încearcă să aprindă în mine tot ce e ars deja și n-o să mai poată să ardă. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să mă trăim în doi. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să mă trăim în doi. Și îți doresc, de fapt nu, eu nu-ți doresc să fii în locul meu, să simți ce simt acum cât te privesc și să te rușinezi aflând cât tare te iubesc, fără interes, dar cu fantezii, nu le știi. M-ai întrebat în multe dimineți noi doi și în singur pat, ascunși de lume pe bune, cu toate că mă împun și te vreau pe tine anume. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să îmbătrânim în doi. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să îmbătrânim în doi. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să mă trăim în doi. Acele tale îmi fac tatu, s-o piele îmi schimbă sângele-n vene și-aș vrea să mă trăim în doi.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine. sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing
My name
to
is
take the
Marshall.
hit.
I'm ripping that motherfucking Motor City, bitch.
I just turned Slaughterhouse to a quintet, began a trend set, murdered a friend's pet, made shit as ill as it can get, went in depth like a fucking vignette, in 2 bars, skin's wet, I'm already covered in sweat, and I wasn't even ready to come in yet. Set this drink down, beat up a gal, start beef with a pal, probably be wild till I'm wrinkled and see now. The rap god was a freestyle off the top of the dome piece while I was asleep on the couch, and I'm freestyling now. I need a towel, sweat leaks from my brow. It's burning my eyes, my cerebral is foul. Cause shit I'm thinking about should be illegal, I need my head banned. Like the guy who left Cleveland, Ohio and went to South Beach with his talents. Scream fuck you on the way out and wink with a smile. This whole game can eat a dick. I'm going back deep on the ground, but right now, I'm back on that bullshit. And you, I'm singling out. Cause you're so fucking outdated, you should mingle a while.
And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
What the fuck is this clusterfucker busters? Bunch of busted Douglases, motherfuckers is one-hit wonders. One swing in your crown, knock one out the park, one catchy jingle, and now you think you fucking with me cause you sold like 300,000? Bitch, I can jump without my feet ever leaving the ground. Reach up, swing from a cloud with 3,000 people around. Evil and vile enough to leap in the crowd and heave a child in a sinkhole on Cinco de Mayo while I'm sprinkled in Pico de Gallo. I don't know much Spanish, I'm not bilingual, but I'll show you a Mexican standoff between just these two amigos, cause neither really wants to say what we're thinking out loud. But I sure as fuck think I know how to read body English, no doubt. Cause we're trying to kill each other, but lyrically, fuck is humility. What is a real MC? Royce, he came up in this shit, never spit that hustler shit, it wasn't a fit for me. Let them adjust till they just get the gist of me, just not giving a fucking plus with a history of muscular dystrophy. It wasn't a mystery why this middle finger was stuck in this upward position. So what in the fuck is a list to me? I'm used to not being on it, I expect it out of him. Heck with him, I'll get my respect without him. Ain't really been into diamonds since I put my first record out, but I could put a chain around my second album and wear it as a neck medallion.
Now if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit.
Became a millionaire, went downhill from there. Became civil, office swivel chair, sterling silverware, screaming life is still unfair, till I get a real career. Fuck am I gonna do until then? This job is too fulfilling. 2 kajillion pairs of supervillain shoes to fill in the mood to kill till I plow my coupe to villain to some children at the food pavilion at Build-A-Bear. Warriors mine, I'm pro hydrocodone euphoria in the drug emporium line. I'm soaring, I'm pouring Vicodin 4 at a time, ignoring the warning signs on them 4. I go 4-wheeler riding, goring and violent, horrifying. You surely won't find no one more pouring than I am with this retaliatory rhyming for Gloria Steinem. But I finger like a witness, show me a lineup. I usually am abusive, but excuse me, ma'am, I guess I must have threw you for a loop like Toucan Sam when I said I could use the sample. Cause you's a tramp, but look how you react to this trigger like when I call you a bigger dyke than the Hoover Dam.
And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
You're playing right in the Lex Luthor's hand. It's such a ruthless plan. Might even lose a fan. But fuck it, Superman wouldn't change in a phone booth, but Stan. I'm a brand new being, like Grand Poopa's band. Happy as Anderson Cooper having a tuba crammed in his pooper with lubricant. Wait, that's 2, I can't. Since honesty's the best policy, I'll give it the old college try. Try to acknowledge my mistakes. Probably won't qualify as a gentleman and a scholar, but it's time that I swallow pride and say that I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't apologize. I think of all the times I compromised my bottom lines and thought of rhymes that sodomized your daughter's minds. Then I'm like $. But I may fight for gay rights, especially if they die. It's more of a knockout than Janae Rice. Play nice. Bitch, I punched Lana Del Rey right in the face twice like Ray Rice in broad daylight in plain sight of the elevator surveillance. Till the head is banged on the railing. Then celebrate with the Ravens. Never date an assailant who self-medicates with inhalants. I'd meditate, but I may need a better way to escape the aggression, rage, and the anger.
Now if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the
Cause
hit.
leg restraints on the ankles, heavy weights in an ankle with handcuffs and chains just ain't enough to contain it. But I'd still get the same respect as Jay if I came on stage in a fucking negligee every day in Liz Claiborne. Devastated from breakup with Kate Hudson weights. Let your friends, what are they gonna say? Cause makeup ain't gonna cover that eye, the 7/8 of the waist shut. Pepper sprayed with your face cut. Made my bank like a lay up off these effing skanks on the way up. Oh, bitch thinks she's heaven sent. It's evident that she ain't never been with 7 inches. Yes, I said 7, I measured it. 7 inches from the floor, while I'm standing on the 4th floor balcony at the Sheraton while I'm stretching it. Bitch, I'm a pit. So a limp dick's all you ever get. So if she's hesitant to get the hint, I bet you that I get the message in who she's messing with hella quick when I tell a chick not to ever use sex as a weapon when I step in and beat the restaurants with a crescent wrench. Existential detriment to a lesbian devil and the impressive stench of an estrogen level. The separatist like a chesting rebel. Impressiveness with the pencil, a pessimist with his lips pressed against the edge of this red bull.
And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
Pedal to the metal, I'm ripping this shit, cause right away I'll give it to a bitch like a pedestrian, deadly as ever. See what kind of effect she has on the opposite sex when I push a flexible little sexy ass through a plate of plexiglass. Shady XV ass, perplexing ass. The last 15 years, and I'm predicting my next relapse when I spit these lyrics. So don't look at me weird when I start shifting gears and shit re-smears all over Britney Spears and these little Disney queers who use chicks for beards. Oh, in it's Shady 2.0, we wrote it in Roman numerals like they do for the Super Bowls, cause it's supposed to confuse you hoes. So flows lose you as usual. So juvenile, 2-year-old when I go to the studio. It's only music, but don't be foolish though. You don't know me through it, ho, but you can blow me to it though, and my homies view it. Been known to lose it though, so if I overdo it, you drove me to it. When I step in the vocal booth, think I'm supposed to do a murder you on a fucking track like Tony Stewart in one take. If I fuck up and I don't redo it, you couldn't sound grown on a beat if you were moaning to it. The day I don't say fuck you all, you can throw me through it. Rootin' is tootin' is shootin' is from the hip with the sentiments, synonyms and pinning them for the women. I'm an enemy to them and the epitome of an inconsiderate idiot, but they consider me equivalent to chlamydia. They're trying to get rid of me, gadzooks.
Now if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit.
But I stickity stand for the figgity flag of the United States and the freedom I distribute these raps to. And if I catch you doing anything hindering or prohibiting that, after I get me the tattoo with your lips on my ass, I'ma be literally picking up and deliberately whipping the Statue of Liberty at you. Whoa! Fuck it. Got it somewhere in there, probably.
I'll sit on you. 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 I will shit. I'll sit on you. Girl, you know I'll sit on you. Bitch, woman, I'll sit on you. I will shit.
I remain fatter than gluttony, taping bombs on the back of record companies. Blow them up if they ain't want me. The National Guards, they scared of hunting me. I love beef, I got you hoes ducking me. I drug thief, bitch, I take your marijuana. These slugs, they keep your ass away from my corner. I drown niggas in 100-degree saunas. You can act a fool if you wanna. It's this lyrical piranha, strapped with a grenade in the pool with your mama. Attack her by the legs and I pull her to the bottom. Twist nothing up like a condom. Snapping if you fuckers got a problem. When I see him, you hoes ending up in the fucking mausoleum. Or hitting in the trunk of a black and gold beam. Pulling the garage while you screaming. Keep the motor on, then I'm leaving. I shit on you.
Shit on you, I don't care who you are. I'll sit on you. I don't give a fuck about you or your car. I'll sit on you. Fuck your house, fuck your jewelry, and fuck your
I'll sit on you.
Fuck your wife, fuck your kids, fuck your family.
Alcoholic, where's the fucking toilet? Pass the hot dog.
Bizarre, aren't you Islamic?
Bitch, shut your fucking mouth. I'ma keep eating till Richard Simmons comes to my house with a chainsaw to cut me out. My fucking wife, I had sex since I met her. Too busy fucking with your babysitter. And all women ain't shit. Only good for cooking, cleaning, and sucking dick. And that's it. I'm responsible for killing John Candy. Got John Benet Ramsey, my 98 Camry. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'll shit on anybody, truly yours, the idiotic bizarre.
My adolescent years weren't shit to what I do now. I never grew up, I was born grown, grew down. The older I get, the dumber the shit I get in. The more ignorant the incident is, I fit in. Ignoring the shit, how boring it gets when there's no one to hit. I don't know when to quit, throwing a fit. I know I'm a bit flaky, but they make me. It's they who wake me and say they can take. Come on. It's they whose legs I break and make achy. Cause they who mistake me make me so angry.
I'll sit on you.
I'll spit on you. Start pissing and do the opposite on you. You wanna listen? I said I'll cop a squat on you. Start spilling my guts like chicken cordon bleu. And straight shit like Notorious Big did to that bitch on that skit on his last album. Pull my pants down.
I'll sit on you.
Shit on you. I don't care who you are.
I'll sit on you.
I don't give a fuck about you or your car.
I'll sit on you.
Fuck your house, fuck your jewelry, and fuck your
I'll sit on you.
Fuck your wife, fuck fuck your kids, fuck your family. I'll shit on you.
Is Richard Pryor still alive? If not, I'm sicker than he was prior to him dying. Born brainless, this steel ain't stainless. Your blood stains are all over the steel, god dang it. Bitch, blank it. These niggas that I hang with and hang you up naked by your ankles, dang it. My need I stay strangling, I don't need your help. If you won't give me the pussy, I'll loosen my belt. I'm what your daddy's not, your mom's kinda cock. Your sister team crush, your aunt supply of rocks. Buck 50, cross your neck, floss your tech. I beat you with it, cross your check.
Yo, it's only right I jack your car keys and run. Spent all of my advancements on weed and guns. For fun, when I'm drunk, I run the truck through the weed house. Jump out and beat your peeps down worse than Steve's house. Put you in chokeholds, I learned last week from the policeman who caught me stealing weed from his Jeep. I see hoes biting, y'all don't want a brawl, that's like Debo fighting Peebo Bryson. Fuck what you hollering and yelling about. I'll reach in your mouth to pull your fucking skeleton out. Niggas get hit with a two-piece, bling bling. With a poisonous thing, I'm such a violent thing.
I'll shit on you. I'll shit on you. I don't care who you are. I'll shit on you. I don't give a fuck about you or your car. I'll shit on you. Fuck your house, fuck your jewelry, and fuck your watch. I'll shit on you. Fuck your wife, fuck your kids, fuck your family. I'll shit on you. Once I get on two hits of X, my disc slips and disconnects. Till I walk around this bitch with a twisted neck, but still shit on the first bitch who disrespects. I'll shit on you. Overreaction is my only reaction, which only sets off a chain reaction. It puts 5 more zaniac than maniacs in action. A rat pack and black jackets who packed in 9 millimeters. 5 criminals pulling heaters and spilling liters of blood like swimming pools. Shites the individuals, shoot at bitches too. A lot of people say misogynistic, which is true. I don't deny it, matter of fact, I stand by it. So please stand by at the start of a damn riot. If you don't wanna get stampeded, then stand quiet. Boy, girl, dog, woman, man, child. I'll shoot.
The cornerstone.